Good morning, how you guys doing? It's Mike back with the thought of the day on December 5th, 2024. First, I want to give honor and praise to the Elohim of Israel for giving me the strength and the wisdom to bring you this message. Then I like to open with the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. May your will, not mine, be done. Today, we're going to move to level 3 of the 4 levels of alcoholism. In the book Alcoholics Anonymous, the big book, they write in the chapter to the wives, the authors, they write about 4 different levels that they feel alcoholism by giving an example of the husbands of wives that are alcoholics. You know what I mean? The other day we did the first level, then we did level 2, and now we're going to be on level 3. Which I will entitle The Bottom is Near. The Bottom is Near. It reads, Level 3. This husband has gone much further than husband number 2. Though once like number 2, he became worse. His friends have slipped away. His home life is a near wreck and he cannot hold a position. Maybe the doctor has been called in, and the weary round of sanitariums and hospital has begun. He admits he cannot drink like other people, but does not see why. He clings to the notion that he will yet find a way to do so. He may have come to the point where he desperately wants to stop, but cannot. His case presents an additional question, which we shall try to answer for you. You can be quite hopeful of a situation like this. Wow. It's very interesting because he's worse than number 2. And of course, his friends started to slip away. He probably started arguing with them all the time, being disgruntled, just wild. And sometimes he might be a person that has got to the blackout stage now. So ain't no telling what kind of issues that he has with his friends. You know what I'm saying? His home is probably hella beef. Him and his wife probably beefing all the time, or him and his kids not getting along. He definitely has a wife, if they said a husband. So they probably going at it like crazy. You know what I'm saying? She probably can't handle it no more. The can't hold a position. Can't function at work now. It then creeped into the job place. Showing up late or not going at all. Calling out all the time. You know what I'm saying? Calling out right before payday. You know what I'm saying? Calling out after payday. Because he still want to party. The alcohol is definitely taking over. You know what I'm saying? The parts that I can relate to is that he desperately wants to stop but cannot. You know what I'm saying? And he clings to the notion that yet he admits that he cannot drink like other people, but does not see why. That's the part that hits you hard, because you still want to drink like you used to drink before, but now once you start, you notice that you got to keep going and going. I could definitely attest to that. You know what I'm saying? I remember being in spots with my friends and stuff, and one day I just noticed that I was taking way more shots than them, but I was still drinking at a fast pace, and that was one of the first time I noticed that I was really different from them in terms of the amount that I was drinking. You know what I'm saying? And then he says, maybe the doctor has been called in and the wearing rounds of sanitariums and hospital has begun. It's different in this era. That means that he probably went to the hospital for some alcohol-related issues, and now he's beginning to go in and out of rehabs. You know what I mean? The sanitariums is what we call rehabs now. So, you know what I'm saying? He's been going in and out of rehabs to get help. And this is where the bottom is near, because he still wants to keep doing this, but he can't let go. He can't let go. He want to stop, but he can't let go the notion of trying to conquer this demon, because that's all it is a demon. You know what I mean? And in the end it says you can be quite hopeful of a situation like this, because they saying you could be hopeful because they know that the end is near. You know what I mean? And once you get to that end, which was probably be level 4, that's when you know either that person about to hit that bottom, and now that real choice is going to have to be made. That pain is going to become so much that most likely that person might try to seek help if they constitutionally capable of being honest. Some people are constitutionally incapable of being honest, where they can't they can't never admit that they have a problem. You know what I'm saying? So level 3, shoo, only could relate to a couple things in here. You know what I'm saying, on level 3. But I'm glad I got out before it got to this level. You know what I mean? Like I never lost my job. I never like lost my business. You know what I'm saying? I did go to one rehab, and so I do see some of that because I did go to one rehab and I compared myself out. I said I wasn't like them people. I was only drinking a pint a day, and I heard people in there drinking more, but I realized later on that I was like them. I was just like them. You know what I'm saying? So maybe I do see some of myself in level 3. You know what I mean? But not as much where I lost all of the stuff that this person lost. You know what I'm saying? So I thank the Most High that it didn't get to that point. But level 3 is no joke, man. So if you out there, man, and you got that husband or wife where you start to see that they're drinking, their friends slipped away, their home life is a wreck, they've been in and out of the hospital, they admit they cannot drink like other people, but they still want to keep trying to drink, and they desperately want to stop, but they cannot. You might have a level 3 on your hands. So send them this video, or maybe pull them to the side and talk to them and let them know that there's help out there. The whole reason of doing this is not to call people out or anything like that. It's to put awareness to these kind of situations, because you might be living or you might be experiencing this, or you might be living with somebody that's experiencing this, or you might have a family member that's experiencing this, but you don't know the signs. So I'm here to try to give you the signs and give you my experience of me being a person that's been the alcoholic, so you can understand what's going on. This Mike. Enjoy the rest of your day. Shalom.